Hey guys, so my last video was about a tier list of the 1.2 to 1.6 characters, ranking them on how good they were back then based on my own opinion. And now what I'm going to be making is I have made an entire tier list of teams which for players who want to get these teams or to invest into. And now I do want to give out a warning. This is a premium team and there's no free to play options in here. I do understand if you guys want free to play options, I suggest watching other YouTuber videos that show free to play characters that you could use for this team, or or you can let me know in the comments of what's the best pick for these teams for free to play options. And anyway, and now that out of the way, let's get into this. So the first one is obviously going to be the Silverwolf level 999 team. Now personally, this is another very expensive team that you could run or build, but for Silverwood to get at its fullest capacity, you need to have Yao Wang and Sparksy, the potential sub DPS, alongside with any of these three best healers or shielders. Now, personally, if you do have even a single one of these characters, then I suggest you actually invest your time into it because they're still good with the elation stacks. Those still do wonders, and to be honest, even if you have Silverwolf Xiaoguang and you're missing Sparksy, you could pull Sparksy. Or if you have Sparksy and missing Xiaoguang, you can pull her. Or you have both and you decide to skip Silverwolf because you didn't find anything interesting. But now that you're seeing the tier list of her and you want her, then you can pull for Silverwolf one day. Now, personally, Silverwolf is a heavily invested character, needs two of the premium characters for her to work. Next up is Himeko Nova team. Himeko Nova requires Moontrack's Blade, Weld, and Donghong. Now, personally, if you already have selected the free Donghong and have Weld as well, then honestly, this is another easy thing. Moontrack's Blade is good because you mainly could use them as a buffer, but in reality, you can use anyone as a buffer like Sunday, Robin, or even Sparkle, or Tribby. Any of those buffers also work for Himeko, but mainly Moontrack's Blade is best because of his increased damage output for the entire team. Himeko Nova is also possibly the strongest DPS actually, compared with alongside Silver level 999. And so in theory, if you want to, with her mech skills, you could transform the mech to heal between two modes. And so yeah, you could honestly run Himeko Nova team, which is also a very strong team right now, alongside with two characters if you already have, and any buffer you also have can be replaced and you just need Himeko. Third is, these are not all ranked. This is just all the primitives you could run right now that are the best. Saber team, alongside with Saber, Gilgamesh, Bonecheck's played best, and alongside with any of these healers rotated. Now, personally, when the when the beta testing was for Gilgamesh, many thought that Gilgamesh was just gonna be as terrible, but to everyone's surprise, it's actually 0.5 in all tiers in Perioden, and best fit for Saber, and it brought Saber back up to the meta. Alongside with that, you could honestly still go with any buffer like Sunday, Robin, or any of these three buffers that you want. Personally, if you have Saber already pulled the Euro that's perfect. You can get a free guild damage from that, use your free Dog Kong or any of the supports that I mentioned. That fits well with the Saber team and you can straight up just clear fairly well. Next up is Archer team. Archer team is very elusive because you have Archer, Rin, Sparkle, and Dog Kong PT. Between those two, Archer was free to grab, like way back then. You could grab him again for an E1 or a Gilgamesh, that's your choice. Rin is a banner character, so you gotta pull for her with no pity, doesn't try to pity. Sparkle, if the anniversary you select the Sparkle, then you honestly have a free Sparkle, which is buffed alongside with any of these healers or shielders. But personally, Donghong PT is the best source in my opinion. Personally, this team is still also the very best team, honestly, with Archer though. Alongside with the skill usage is high, but with Sparkle here, you're basically saving so many skill points with Turtle. So best pick is to go running with also with this team if you have these characters are available and you have the resources and Jades to pull for a win. Next up is the Finon team, which includes Finon, Cyrene, Sarita, and Hydas. Personally, I would not suggest going for Finon today because Finon has fallen off. Even with Cyrene, you won't get the stacks you need. The stacks are based with how many Amphobious members are there. And right now, her stacks are so slow. If you have E2 that fixes everything, then you could run this team the best. So, Seritra is a good buffer, but not necessarily the best when there's others outperforming her right now. She just gives you an extra turn that you could use your attacks for multiple attacks. Highest instead just possibly might be the you might just consider her the next DPS because her fat unicorn just somehow does more damage than Fire on combined, I'll be honest. Personally, if you even have all these members, but you only have Silent D0 C0, honestly, it's a tough choice if you wanna or not. It's completely your own choice. But the best premium set for this is to getting her to C2 so you could get more stacks available and faster to buffing him. Now for the next team is Caster's team includes Castress, Evernight, Trippy, Waho, or Hyacinth or Hyacinth. Now for Caster's team, you need a lot of investment with her. She needs other characters, other informers characters alongside with Evernight. Trippy is her main support and Hyacinth as well as a healer. And Kelcher's teams requires also a lot of investment to building her for the right set with alongside her. It's just another heavy, expensive, just like with the Silver Wolf now, level 999 team. So you just gotta choose carefully on which one you go for. Personally, well, I did not go for Casters or Evernight, not even Ho, not even Trippy, not even Trippy. I'm so sorry. And yeah, honestly, if you gotta choose, I would still. It's between your own choice of which one you want to go for. You want to use her dragon or relation stacks. That's completely your own choice. Next up is the dog team. Includes Kafka, Black Swan, High Silence, alongside with any of these buffers or healers. Personally, the dog teams might be the easiest team to use because personally it just deals damage over tick or time. Which indication you're taking off. And personally, you can basically get a free Kafka already from the anniversary. But if you're gonna Black Swan, I think got her buff, so you gotta just gotta pull for her, alongside with Hyacinth, which you also gotta pull for her, and any of these supporters. I meant healers or shielders that you have here. Personally, as well, you already have these two new Hyacinth, just pick them up, just pick them up, build her character. Honestly, you have the perfect dot team that deals a butt ton of damage to them, and if it's perfect to every aspect that you need, honestly, though, I personally run this team as well. I'm very happy with this team, honestly. Now, for the next team is the follow-up attack team, which includes Asheville, best selection as Monte explained, alongside with Trippy or Dong Hong. These four are the best selected. Personally, the follow-up attack team was revived because Asheville became the next sub thing, best thing, with alongside with Monte explained field buff damage and as well with Trippy's buff for him alongside with also Don BD's shields and follow-up attacks. So basically the follow-up attack was right by him. Before you say that, okay, and I want to clarify this, if you use Face Runner, that's completely fine, but you won't get the best result out of it because it won't really work that well. So yeah, it's just a warning if you want to use him, honestly though. Now for the last team I think is the best as well is Breaking, which consists of Firefly, Fugue, Candice and Lingsha were more for effective breaking. Now, personally, this is another thing that you can go for, but can fall off very quickly if the HP gets way out of hand. And I will say this: the break team right now is surviving pretty strongly, but in the end, it could drop off. And so, be careful if you want to invest into this team. If you've got multiple copies of certain, that's completely fine. You can get them, but Mini as well, it's just Firefly is still good, and she got a buff recently, which was kind of uncalled for with already this team placing her at the top. The buff was technically uncalled for. Fury is immense support for the break team alongside with the Dahlia as well, which can skip over the bar so you can deal with a ton of damaging without damaging the bar and link shot for the heal on that break. If you don't even have Fugue or link shot or Fugue or Candice, you can use Ruan May here for the selective and as well as the Trailblaze Harmony tip for the break as well. As the only free to play option that I know of that I still use. I don't have Candice or Fugue, so that's a problem, and I don't have Link right now. I just run the classic Trailblazer and Ruan May alongside with Gallagher. No, not the team that can run with this. Honestly, Acheron with Montax Blade, Tribby, and Dalham PT, or Asheville including. Still, Acheron has with the release of Montax Blade, Acheron actually has seen some more usage. Honestly, though, And to be honest, she's back up there as well, standing strong still with the team that if you can get. So yeah, basically Akron, One Text Blade, Trippy, or any good supports that you have for her that works well with it, alongside with any shield or healer that is incredibly good. And now I have the known point of using them if you're running a free to play team. Is basically there are some limited characters that are still here, but they're not really considered the best because they've fallen off alongside with the hurt dot. Yes, I know you already heard the fan, but have the she is tier 1.5, and tier 1, I think. And personally, she will keep falling off unless she does not get any future investments in or new characters that fit well for her. And now it comes to another thing. You can always use Avencia with like Yao Guang and then the free Elation Trailblazer alongside with any healer or buffer, any healer or shielder. I'm sorry if I say buffer, I mixed those up every single time at last. So, after we cleared everything, you might be thinking of what team you should be going for. Personally, if I think right now would be best to going with the Archer or Saber team because, but mainly the Archer team. Archer team right now is possibly the strongest team alongside with these three. If you have all these guys, then you're basically set for life. You don't need to worry about anything. Archer alongside it, you can just press his skill to use multiple skills at a time, which is a ton of damage. Dot team is also another recommendation that you can use because it's very easy to break team. Yes, you could use it, but be careful with the future if they fall off because break teams do tend to happen to that because you can see that Firefly and Lupa were Firefly and Rappa were high tier back then, but after a couple of days started dropping down because of it. Now, Caster's team heavy investment if you want to go for the final team, not really necessary, but if you like the character then you go for it. Himeko Nova team best, also another strong team you go for, and Silver Wolf a high investment team. It's just a matter of what team you want to go with. And personally, you can go with any team here you want, but honestly, I recommended those teams on what I just said. I hope it actually helps you out to building up the teams. And if you have any, like you're thinking, any free to play characters you think that could pick well with them, just try them out, test them, and that would be the best thing ever. Because right now, I don't really know much about the free to play teams, right? Free to play teams or characters that fit well with it. Because I decided to do this entire tier list with the teams with the premium characters. Personally, what I use is I use the break team and dot team, and I am right now running a solo the Akron team in replacement for the break team because well I don't have these characters at all though. So yeah, that's all for me. I hope you'll enjoy the video and leave and like the video, and let me down below what you think I should change about this. But anyway, that's all for me. I'll see you all in